Good morning. Well, it's a lovely day. It's threatening rain around 12. It's just gone 10 now, so at least got 2 hours if it even happens. Excellent. Anyway, it's Tuesday, so you know what that means, don't you? That's right, Conker tree update in the porch. Here you go. Tuesday update again on the Conker tree in the porch. And as you can see, growing nicely, but really not a great deal to report in all fairness, simply because it's due to go out now and get planted out and go and live on its own. It's strong enough now, I think, so I must get round to doing that at some point this week. If not, you'll have another update in the porch next week. Yep, soon be planted out. So we'll start today with a brief foray into Mules Park. Why not? Got the wind blocker off today, so you should hear some more birds and stuff. There's not much wind, about 4 miles an hour. It's lovely. We'll take the higher path today and come back via the ponds and the water features. And whilst it is undeniably warm in the sun, it's still quite cool in the shade. That's better. Back in the sun again. Lovely. They've still got that swing, or the rope swing, hanging behind from the tree. So we take the lower path now, head down to the back of the ponds. You'll notice I didn't stop to pet the wooden dog today. There's only just someone sat on the bench. I don't know if I caught them or not, but that's why, if I didn't catch them, you didn't see that. Although I am going down by the ponds, I'm also diverting up here slightly, just to check in on the orchard while I'm up here. It's such a pretty place. It's amazing to me quite how much the sort of the bushes have grown up, the undergrowth. That's where that little dog dip is down there. We'll probably walk by there in a minute. But usually it's bare as anything there. Now it's like a proper archway of leaves. Here we go. Here's the orchard. Beautiful. Well, there we are. That was the orchard. Good to report. Quite a lot of butterflies up here as well. But every time I sort of line one up for a shot, it just moves. They don't stay in one place for very long. But there are quite a few butterflies. Red Admiral types. Very nice. There's a dog dip. Oh, a little bit of dog dip available. And into the grounds of what was the Beacon School many years ago, and is now, of course, private flats. Obviously going into the shade now. It's a shame. I'll enjoy the sunshine. Oh good, not too bad, not complete shade, a few nice patches of sunlight. It's all been planted. Nice reflections. huge plant, that is, huge leaves, ridiculous. There we go, heading back up to where we started. It's like a proper tunnel now. Yet when you come here in the winter, it's just like an open path with a bare bank on one side and a bare slope on the other. And there we go. Yay! Crossover from a height. I made it to the observation deck. The seawall is calling me. I'm just going to do a lap down to Sprey Point and back. I'm not going to make a meal of it or half the video of it. But if any trains come, I shall film them. Believe it or not, even my phone is sending me alert messages saying expect rain at 12 o'clock in Teignmouth. And well, it's an hour and a half to go, so I wonder if it will. And there was a little toot, so that was technically a happy train, even though it was very, very quiet. Now looking up from the end of Sprey Point, I wonder if that's this rain they're threatening with me on my phone. Oh dear. Yes, that sky doesn't look wonderful, does it? Just going to head up towards the Vista for another then and now in a moment. Once I get up there, get it lined up. Here we go, another one of these Vista ones. But it was the Vista before it was the Vista. I believe it was called Venice House by the sign. And I'm not sure whether or not it was part of the building next to it. But here you go. So there we go, Vista before it was the Vista, when it was Venice House and possibly joined as part of the building next to it. Wind blocker back on now. Murgatroyd coaches of Harrogate. quite windy up here. Let's see what the sign has to say. 18 degrees. Yep. British summer, that says it all. Lovely. And the kayak hub is open for business, and it's of course a Tuesday, meaning that the weekend only opening is obviously finished now, so it should be open pretty much every day by the look of things. Well, pleased to say it's not actually raining yet, but with the turn in the wind, I don't think it's going to be too long before it is. So Google was right with its weather forecast. Oh dear. And I'm not dressed for it either, at all. Captain's table, war memorial, and captain's tables being used, some of them at least. The secondary lifeguard station is open, but I can't see that many people going swimming in this weather. Don't know if you can make this out through the fences, but that's the tower we were looking at yesterday, and each one of those arms there has some chairs on it which you sit in, then it goes up right to the top and spins around and you fly outwards. I don't think I'll be going on it, but why not if it's your cup of tea, eh? Much more modern artwork these days. Iron Man, Mario and Yoshi at the top. Suppose they got to bring it up to date, haven't they? Khadija spins around like a great big barrel and you sit at the edge and shakes you while they play very, very loud music. There's the Energizer. Row of seats on two axle pivots or whatever they're called, and that sort of goes around like that. Goes up high at the top, of course. I've been on that before. Yeah, it's quite good. Little mini big wheel for the kiddies. Bouncy ball pit. Some sort of mini bumper cars for the kiddies with soft edges, plated. Traditional hooker duck store, prize every time. Groot, that's one of the characters. Mickey Mouse obviously, Spider-Man, Toy Story. Lovely. That's some sort of zombie shooter where you shoot down 3 zombies and you get a free husky if you lose. That's not too bad, is it? And of course the waltzers, much darker, without like a big sign on it or anything. Guess it's a minimalist look. All good. Lovely. Well, that was the fair in modern day with all the modern rides. But would you like to see what it looked like back years and years ago? Wait no more. Now that photo would have been taken from one of those windows, I think, or possibly the balcony of the cinema, looking directly back behind me, which is this shot, unless it's in the same place. Bit of a different fair. And you remember that block that had been pushed over in the wishing well? That's gone now, it's been removed, so at least it doesn't look quite as messy. And there's the bowls in full effect. As I approach the triangle, it is indeed just starting to spit with rain. It's a shame. There's the fountain we looked at the other day being rebuilt. There's coasters in full effect. And here are the flowers at the other end. There we go, that was the triangle. And I'm going to head up now before it starts coming down terrible. Like I said, I'm not dressed for it today, I haven't got my hat with me. So there we go. It is spitting with rain now, you may be able to see it on the camera. But if not, take my word for it, it is. And with that, love you and leave ya. Going to head up home now. Got a bit of stuff to do this afternoon. Well, a few things to do on the next couple of days, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. All good though, thanks for watching. That's what I did today, that's where I went. That's what the weather was like. Bye!